Here's a general formula for most verbs. We'll take the verb in the yo form in the present tense, minus the o ending, plus, for AR verbs, we'll add an es to the end. Por ejemplo, no bailes, no tomes, no te levantes. Notice that we don't attach the reflexive pronoun te, like we do for the affirmative to commands. Instead, it's going to have to go before the verb phrase, like it usually does. And for ER and IR verbs, we'll add AS to the end. Por ejemplo, no comas, no escribas. If there's a change in the spelling in the yo form of the present tense, it will also have the same spelling change in the negative to command. Por ejemplo, for some AR verbs, no pienses, no recuerdes. So we see the stem change. For ER verbs, no vuelvas, no pongas. So you see that the G in pongo I put is going to be as well in this negative to command, don't put, no pongas. And some IR verbs, no digas, no conduzcas, no salgas. So all three of those have a spelling change in the yo form, and in this negative to command, it's going to be the same spelling change with an AS on the end. We're also going to find that some verbs ending in CAR, GAR, and ZAR, like the head of the preterite, these are going to also have a spelling change. If it ends in CAR, it'll end in QUES. If it ends in GAR, it'll end in GUES. If it ends in ZAR, it'll change to CES. Por ejemplo, some verbs ending in CAR, the commands would be no saques, no toques. And we change this to preserve the hard K sound, because C before E would make a S sound. Some verbs that end in GAR, no juegues, no llegues. And we're going to change it to GUES to preserve the hard G sound, because G before E makes a H sound. And finally, some verbs that end in ZAR, no abraces, no empieces. And this one actually isn't for pronunciation purposes, but in Spanish, the Z gets shy whenever it comes after a vowel and before an E, and it changes to a C.